traffic, traffic. No change to V speeds.
Minneapolis traffic officially there's two just has a Bravo gate pushing back tail left facing south.
So now we gotta change it up here too. Okay, that works. All right, that works. Okay, welcome aboard, folks. I think I got that. Okay. That's correct. Okay. All right, we are at St. Paul, Minneapolis, KMSP, and we are going to be flying to Toronto. Today is Toronto Thursday's VATSIM event. So, and I had just recently purchased this scenery from Flightbeam Studios. So, we are just getting set up in the cockpit here. We got the APU running. Put the APU on the bus. APU bleeds on. Dual bleed on. Okay. Take the ground power off. And disconnect ground power, disconnect air. Okay, and now I think this runway that we're going to take off on is shorter, although, well, it's not that short, so we'll leave the D-rate on. Okay, so we are getting ready for our pushback.
Minneapolis traffic is still 60 to south into left. You'll pop up Washington 224. Soon I'll pop up upper 10 to left. Yes.
Alright, so here we are at Parking Bay Echo 7, and we are going to push back facing west, northwest, and then we are going to taxi probably via Delta
Hello, Captain.
Alpha.
We're ready for pushback.
Cross runway 22, and then actually
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
stand by. We'll figure it out. Let's just get ready for the pushback. Okay, before start, flight deck doors closed. Fuel. Gas. No. Yeah, have to do cross 2 runways. Whatever we do. Delta,
Yeah,
and then whisk cross runway 12 right, and then whiskey all the way to holding point K10 for runway 17. Okay, so this is going to be nose right.
Release parking brakes.
Okay, parking brakes released.
Commencing push.
23,
All engines
28.
cleared. Start at will.
Okay. Starting engine number 2.
Minneapolis traffic goes stable with this starting 20 left at then be going on RNAV on the Rochester 1, Rochester and the water.
Motoring 21% on N1. Did I give the wrong instruction? It looks like we pushed back the wrong way. Oh well, we'll have to do a tight turn. Fuel on for engine number 2.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Unlocking gear.
So we're just gonna have to do a circle.
Traffic.
The other way.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Oh, runway 17 needs to be changed to 170. Okay, engine number 1 starting.
Minneapolis traffic goes quickly to that 2000 climbing 12340. I'll be starting I-4 to south.
Motoring 21%. Into rising. 23, 24, 25 fuel flow on. Yeah, I don't think GSX made a mistake. I think it was me. You really gotta stay focused on that. Which way you want your nose to be turned. That's not the first time I made that mistake. Well, we've got our flight plan loaded. The flight time to Toronto is going to be about an hour and a half. That's from takeoff to landing. Okay, N2 rising 55%. All right. Okay, let's get engine Engine 2 on the bus, engine 1 on the bus. Okay, we got power from both. Packs are on. You can take the APU off the bus. Engine bleed off. APU off. Okay. Alright, let's do our scan here. Crossfeed, bright, dim, bright. Fuel center pumps are not required. Taxi light on. Wipers parked. Engine start switches to continuous. Probe heat on. Anti-ice not needed. Anti-collision light on. Trim air on. Packs on auto. Isolation valve on auto. Okay, cruise alt is set. What about landing alt? Today we're landing in Toronto and we've estimated that it will be runway, let's just double check that. Yeah, runway 23. So that's got an elevation of 560 feet. Closest to 550. Alright. We're set on that. Set flaps to 5. Fuel flow reset. Auto brakes to RTO. Check our initial altitude. Initial altitude should be 7,000. Okay, let's check our controls. Right, centered, left, centered. Before taxi checklist. Okay, generator is on, probe heat on, anti-ice not needed, isolation valves on auto, engine start switches on, continuous and recall, check. And auto brakes, RTO, engine start lever was idle detent, flight controls checked, and ground equipment cleared. Before taxi checklist completed. So just to review the taxi, we're going to runway 17, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn around first and then come out on Delta, cross runway 12 right, and then make a right on Whiskey and cross runway 22 and continue on Whiskey to holding point Kilo 10 for holding point for runway 17. And our departure today is a Wilston 7 with a Golf Romeo Bravo transition. Minneapolis traffic. Flair 838 out of parking bay Echo 7 is taxiing to holding point runway 17 via Delta, crossing runway 12 Romeo, and then Whiskey crossing runway 22, and Whiskey all the way to Kilo 10, holding point for runway 17. Minneapolis traffic. Okay, so always go here. Do it. So we're gonna basically have to come around from the vector to S9. Okay, let's do it. Taxi on. Okay. Parking brake off. We're just gonna go off to the right a little, left a little bit before we turn around. Stuttering. Hopefully when we pass the buildings we'll be fine. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So our next turn is going to be left onto Delta. This is it. Oh, it's here, okay. Dodge to the left, and we'll stop at that holding point there just to check for traffic before crossing the runway.
Minneapolis traffic Delta 1853, taxiing runway 12 left via Bravo, Charlie, Papa, Minneapolis traffic.
Strobes on. Minneapolis traffic, Flair 838 is crossing runway 12 right.
Approaching 12 right.
Then we're going to make a right turn on the other side here. Minneapolis traffic, Flair,
Approaching
838 crossing
0,
runway
4.
22. Okay, keep going straight on this. Straight here. Okay, I guess we dodge a little bit to the left. Okay, let's get set up. Lights on. TARA on.
Minneapolis traffic, Delta 1853 crossing
Traffic
runway
on.
22 at Papa.
Approaching 17.
All right. Are we set? I think we're set. Let's check. Looking left. Looking right. Let's take a look at our VAT scope. Anybody else gonna get in trouble with us? No? Okay. Let's do it. Minneapolis traffic. Flair 838 is lining up runway 17 for takeoff on a Wilston 7 departure with a Golf Romeo Bravo transition. Minneapolis traffic. Parking brake off.
On runway 17.
Okay, let's hold it right there. Get the departure on. So we're gonna be turning to the left to S9. Okay. Okay, thrust to 40%. Stable. Togo. Forward pressure on the controls.
Minneapolis traffic, Delta
Release forward pressure.
1853 lining up and departing runway 12 left, Rochester 1. departure, Minneapolis.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Okay, flaps 1. And flaps up. Go to command mode. Minneapolis traffic, Flair 838 is airborne, passing 3900 for 7000 and making a left turn for waypoints 9. TELEX 9. Execute. Goodbye, Minneapolis. There we are, departing Minneapolis. Okay, we got somebody. Haha. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 23.45. Okay, I guess we'll climb now to our cruise altitude of 350. Minneapolis traffic. The Flair 838 is now climbing through 8,000 for flight level 350. Final call. Hello, hello, testing. Anyone on?
I just got on the Minneapolis and I saw you taxiing to the takeoff runway.
Yeah, I've got to try this scenery. So are you flying this sector?
It's going to be too late to join you. I just started it up to see how it looks like, but my Minneapolis is a very default. I'm going to search whether there's a scenery for it or in case next time it's not.
Yeah, I got this scenery is Flightbeam Studios.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me just searching whether I can get that city of Sim Plaza.
Just FYI, you're on a live stream now.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me get my compilation of all the swear words out.
No, swear. Yeah, actually, I don't know if YouTube will stop swear words or not.
No. Just kidding.
Yeah, I wanted to find a way to use this airfield, and I was shocked to see that even though the distance is greater, it's actually a quicker flight to fly from Minneapolis to Toronto than it is from Halifax to Toronto, and it's because of the prevailing winds.
Okay. I've changed my time to a day flight just to have a look at all the scenery around. Okay, I've got a Flightbeam Studios as well, so I'm going to download that for future use.
All right. I think I'm going to try a long distance United Flight 1002 this weekend.
Too.
So that's a real world Max 8 United flight from Houston Intercontinental to Quito, Ecuador.
That's too long for me.
Hey, it's
Anyway,
only 5 hours.
Only, yeah. The luxury of people who don't have to go to work.
Hey, I'm working now, man. I'm just not getting paid for it. When I figure out how to do it, I'm going to be inviting you guys as guests on my live stream.
I've already subscribed to you, so anytime I go on to your YouTube channel, you will see it.
Well, when I say guest, that means as long as you're connected to a webcam, then I can put you in a picture in my live stream.
Okay. But I don't have a webcam, so.
You don't? Well, you can use your phone, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'll test it out with VATSIM first to see if it works, and then that's going to be a fun thing to try. Good man. So slide. So let's do after takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist, a little late, but better do it. Engine bleeds are on, packs are on auto. Landing gear is up and flaps are up, no lights. After takeoff checklist completed. As we pass flight level 265. Now checking for VATSIM to see where there is ATC. So Chris, are you at work now? Okay, do it. Well, 22. Okay, folks.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
On this one?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, you went silent.
Yeah, I was wondering, are you at work now or are you working from home?
I'm at home at the moment, but going to work in about 4 hours.
What time do you have there now? It's about 11 o'clock, right?
That's right, 11. I'll start work at 4 p.m.
All right. Meanwhile, until then, you'll be planning how to build your cockpit, huh?
Yeah, that's why I'm sitting in this in my jet max here, and just looking and trying to imagine how far out I need to plan it into my room. And I might take on your idea of putting it into the corner where you can actually put one screen and then the other two screens. I have at 45 degrees. Looking at that option.
I mean, when I thought about it for your space, I thought that's the only option if you want 3 screens. And oh, did I tell you you're going to need bigger screens?
One step at a time.
Yeah, I mean, I got what I felt was the smallest. The optimum is 70-inch, but I couldn't find same quality as a 70 as my ones, my 65. I couldn't find a 70. The only thing they had was 75, and that was just going to be too expensive. So I have 65-inch ones, and that's okay. If you lean your head forward, you will be able to see the bottom of the screen or the top of the screen. But if you sit in a normal position, you should be fine with 65 inches.
I think I'm okay with mine at the moment. It's just that you want to see the outside, right? I mean, obviously, okay, you can see the bottom of the frame. Okay. It's acceptable at the moment. I was talking to that guy I told you right here who was in Auckland. He's got a projector and he's in Fly Elise. So I've told him to join us on our House Global, but the problem is he doesn't have WhatsApp. He can't use that on his company's mobile phone. So I've asked him to give me his Discord so he can join us on Discord if necessary. And he's interested to join us on our flights if we do our group flights.
Yeah, that's great, man. The more, the merrier. But it's a shame if he's not on Discord. I don't know. Maybe we could also start publishing on the Facebook page, but you know, for planning purposes, what flights to do.
Yeah, we got our Trans Global Facebook page, isn't it? So it's an option, but I told him the other option is if you got a laptop or something like that, you can actually put WhatsApp onto the laptop, and then you can also start looking at the messages on laptop, not the phone.
I haven't brushed up on other forms for WhatsApp, but I remember the WhatsApp that could go on my iPad. You know, it wasn't good for like things like videos and pictures, but for text it was okay.
Yeah, all you need is the WhatsApp app. They have it. I'm not sure whether they have it on Apple, but not a problem. It's standalone. The pedestal is also a USB connection to somewhere. And the overhead is USB as well. So I think there's no issue that it'll connect to ProSim 737 Max. The only issues are I've got extra landing light switches, and I think it's about the same. The only thing is the overhead. You got that the Mac, what do you call it? Or whatever you call it on the overhead, aft overhead, or that preventing the Max from stalling.
What do I have up there? Elevator landing jam. Packs from store. Oh, you mean the? Yeah. Okay. There's an ELT arm on, and then there's also elevator landing assist, elevator jam landing assist. But the one that I think you're talking about is the override, the stabilizer trim control, which is on the pedestal.
No, that pedestal one is something else. That's always been there.
Hey, stand by. I've got to talk to Minneapolis Center.
Go ahead.
133.4. Okay. Minneapolis Center, Flair 838 is with you at flight level 350. Good evening.
Flair 838, Minneapolis Center, good evening, when able IDA.
I have ident.
Flair 838, ident observe radar contact approximately 80 miles northeast of Clear View Water level 350, welcome aboard.
Good day. Okay, Minneapolis control just came online, so that's good. I got ATC over here.
Yeah, I just listened to it. Yeah.
Wow, actually that's pretty cool. If you fly from Minneapolis to Toronto, you can all be done through Minneapolis control and Toronto control.
Blue 260, Minneapolis Center, good evening, when able IDA.
Okay, let's do.
So anyway, coming back to the next plan, I'm going to figure out how to bring it down from Brisbane to Melbourne.
You did a long trip like that before, right? For your Jetmax.
Yeah, that was only 6 hours. This one will take a day and a half.
So, I mean, would you change the method? I mean, would you still drive, or you're going to use Emirates Cargo?
Nah, Emirates Cargo doesn't go that way. But Greg said he's willing to drive with me to Brisbane with his trailer, bring it back. But I'm thinking it's only the mid, so whether I can get a local
yeah, it's fine if you're back in
company
fun, that's fine.
to just pack it all up and send it down here. Instead of me driving up all the way for 2 days, another 1.5 days.
Yeah, and you'd want to get it, you know, because those trailers are pretty jarring, you know, bump over bumps and stuff. You want to get it really nicely wrapped up.
Yeah, that's right. Whether they can actually pack it up nicely in a kind of a box or something. I don't know. Like how yours came in that box.
Yeah, that was good packing.
The problem is, I wish. See, now I wish I was still in Brisbane, living in Brisbane, but it'll be so easy.
Yeah. Well, you know, these are the kinds of problems we want to have, right?
Yeah.
Hey, another.
The whole base is to fit nicely, but I don't think it'll be such a problem because I got quite a big gap on either side.
Yeah, but I mean, your current setup is much narrower than the MIP is going to have. So you're gonna, and then plus your monitors are not going to be centered on you anymore. It's going to be offset.
Nah, I'll deal with it. I'll see how it goes. Just gotta bring it down to it and then
Worry about that now. But I think the position in the corner is definitely your best option, as far as I can see.
yeah, what I'll do is I've got the plan layout of my house, so I'll just blow up the plan layout to a bigger A3 size, and then I'll start playing around with it and see, putting in the real dimensions in and see how it goes.
Charlie Alpha 087, Minneapolis Center, good evening.
Sounds good, man. Are you excited?
Yeah, in some ways. I mean, I did ask if the whole thing is available, but I had my doubts about getting the whole thing because the pedestal had some items missing, so I was going to have to go and purchase it. And And the overheads, according to him, it works, but it doesn't have a shell for it. So my sim world has a shell, so it looks nice and neat. So you can see it. What he had was a wooden frame, trying to put on a wooden frame like that. Caused a lot of issues. Plus the fact that I bought from FBS the arm for the overhead, so I'm trying to see how that can be integrated.
It just not showed me on the radar. That's it. I'm descending
because it's obviously different to the JetMax.
Okay, sounds good. Just
JetMax one is
verify. I don't want you
fitted
sending
nicely behind the JetMax system because it's only meant for the JetMax.
Maintaining flight level 35.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Maybe you can get the shell from FDS.
Anyway, like I said, the overhead and the pedestal has been promised to somebody already, so yeah, that's gone. So no problem, I'll just get the mid, because the guy had purchased the mid, but the guy was taking the overhead.
You're ready to really not
before, so he said it's a shame because he paid a lot of money for the mid, and so he just wants the overhead and the pedestal.
Yeah. But yeah, I wonder if your arm setup will fit in with the mid.
There has to be some. I think Break has a welding machine as well.
Oh, okay.
838 traffic, 1 o'clock at 30 miles opposite direction.
But when it comes, then I'll have to deal with it. Because I don't know if you saw the link, didn't you?
Yep, I'm tracking it on my multifunction display. Thank you. Flair 838, can you read me now?
Loud and clear, thank you.
Okay, roger, thank you. Yeah, sorry, these guys were talking to me, warning me about an aircraft in front of me.
Okay.
I can imagine. Yep, I have it on my multifunction display, approximately, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 miles away.
Yep, just updating now. Delta 4960, traffic has been sight. They're about 2 o'clock and 1.
Affirmative to Delta 4960, I do have in sight now on the navigation display. I do apologize for the confusion. I do not know why it didn't show earlier.
That's okay. Good that you guys caught back up the revenue.
I do that. We're maintaining 360 Delta 4960.
Okay, I have visual to my right now of the passing aircraft, Flair 838. In front view, I'll see if I can see that. But
you'd be surprised even with Microsoft sometimes with updates, and suddenly you see something's getting gone back to default, that you change something, and it then goes back to default, and then you wonder what the hell is happening? Why is that not working? Why is that not working? So you got to go back and check out.
yeah, one thing I do every single flight is I check my audio output within FlightSim to make sure that the audio is going to where it's supposed to go, and then I also check the GSX audio settings as well, because more times than I can count the audio has got messed up, and then you know, it's coming from the wrong thing, because for the recording it makes a difference, but when you're sitting with headphones on, you can't tell where the sounds are coming from. So I always check that.
Yeah. It's interesting, the aviation world is so small. Yesterday talking to that guy Richard in Auckland, he knew this guy who was selling off the equipment that he's selling off for, and he knows the guy, and when I mentioned it to Greg also said, oh yeah, the guy came over and stayed with me for one night, and I believe he came to buy Greg's side panels in the cockpit, the one that goes from the windows down to the bottom. So Greg told me, yeah, I know the guy. He came here. So, and it's a small world. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah, it's a small subset of the simulation world that have real size cockpits, and so I'm not surprised that people know each other. I mean, just like do you know the guy in Scandinavia? His Norwegian 737 project. Yeah, he commented on my stream. He says, "Oh man, yeah, nice setup. I think I might have to upgrade." And that was out of the blue. He saw me on YouTube and contacted me.
But I thought he has a full cockpit, the Norwegian 737. Yeah, I've seen him before. I've seen his videos before as well. The projectors. Place when he sold me the sideboard panels.
Level 350, Mark
and,
185.
So at that time he was having a little small cockpit inside his house, but now he's gone full blown, man. He's put it into his garage, and he's made the whole thing in the projectors. So he's got 3 projectors that he's got using the Fly Elise, I think, as well. Same with the guy in Auckland. I was telling you, he sent me a video of his. And he's got Fly Elise, and this guy Terry, he's gone full blown. He's got cockpit door, galley. He's got business class seats at the back, and a little door to enter the side, as though it's you're walking in the side of the door one left. Walking in, going into the galley, and then you turn left to go to the cockpit. Really cool, man. And I told him about the Sismo. He said, look, no problem, because he had Sismos. He said, if anything, just give him a shout, he'll come and help.
Unfortunately, I don't have you on radar yet. If you're aware of where our boundaries,
that would be very nice. And I also like the idea of, with the business class, to actually put a monitor, a screen outside the window of your seat, so that it's a window view when you're sitting on the business class seat.
Yeah. But I'll send you the link to Terry's one as well, because you see what I mean. He's on Facebook, Terry Thomas, and really cool. I mean, in the less than a year, he did all this. I went to his place to have a look and try his sim out. We sat down, tried it, and nice when it's a dark room, and then you got the projectors. He's got almost 180 degrees projection. So really cool, man.
Yeah, the best setup is you can have 3 projectors covering 210 degrees.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. I think it's 210, maybe. Maybe I'm mistaken. Not 180. Yeah, it's more than 180 if I think about it. No? It's going to 210. But you can actually see the side of your wings.
Exactly. So you can turn back and look out the rear part of your back window.
Yeah, cool. Really nice. I don't have the luxury here, so I'll be happy with what I got.
Stand by. Stand by.
Yes, sir, we're here.
Hi, sorry, Flair 838, was that call for me?
No, it's for Scribbler.
Okay, Roger. Sorry, I get confused.
Yeah, I know. I'm listening as well.
It sounded like my call.
Bearing 16, identity observer to contact 106 miles to the south and west of Green Island, UR Phillip 35014.
6.
Good evening, sir.
Checking on what Toronto is doing right now. CYYZ. So they are landing. Okay, runway 23 is what I want. Okay, that's what I'm gonna request.
Pilot
Runway,
Club 540, Minneapolis City.
runway.
You know, I'm using
Oh, so 540, loud and
a
clear,
software
clear,
program
clear,
called
clear.
Wake Me on Land to start up my avionics piece.
To start things, and so far I've had the best results. I start my P3D machine, I actually run the simulator, and I set up vPilot, and I set up my Active Sky, and only then do I start up the avionics copy.
Yeah, it's the same for ProSim. ProSim, the guys all on the forums, they advise you to start the ProSim last as the last program to start, but the flight simulator has to start up first.
I guess because it's designed to look for the flight simulator
Pilot Club
system.
540, you're clear to St. Louis.
Maybe.
Via radar vectors Lamona.
Yeah, it works that way, so great.
10,000. Expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure.
Really nice view right now, crossing
Squawk code 3070.
Lake, what is it, Michigan?
Anyway, I'm downloading the ProSim 73 Max program now, or the suite for it. So, and the guy who told I was talking to the Richard, the guy from Auckland, who said he's been there to Frank's house.
It's
Frank is the
Lima
guy who
Mike
passed
November,
away.
that's
He
pronounced
said the
Lamoni.
screens are really super clear
So that's your first.
for the Max. For the Sysmo MIP that he bought. So he saw it at his friend's house in Brisbane. He said the screens are super nice and clear. That's what's getting me great.
Pilot Club 540
Nice.
readback is correct, and just advise which runway you'd like for departure this evening.
Do you know what the spec is of the screen? I did notice by looking at your video that they have a nice anti-glare on them as
That's
well,
good. Plan for 148, just give me a call when
Yeah,
you're ready.
that's,
of each monitor, because
Senator,
I was surprised that with the Flightdeck
961
Solutions
Harry.
one, at least with the normal MIP, I got the standard MIP, not the Pro MIP. It's 800 by 600. Can you believe the screens are 800 by 600?
Actually, once you left Minneapolis South Center now.
that's pretty low resolution.
Yeah, but when you look at it, it looks great. So it's like, okay, I was concerned about that, but actually it looks fine.
Delta 951, just 1 second. Delta 4960, copy.
I'm interested now to find out how
Affirmative, Delta,
ProSim 73 Max
send me a
stands up
multiple arrival,
to Sim-Avionics.
approved, medium,
I wonder whether it will have the
expect
same
runway 12 left.
information text on the left side of the PFD. New details like that, or whether on your TCAS you see the details of the aircraft flight number in front of you, or the diamond.
Next to the diamond? No. I don't think that's even an option. I turned mine off, so I only have my diamonds now. I noticed on Airbuses, I think it's Airbuses, they have, it's an arrow. So it's not a diamond, it's actually an arrow shape, so you can tell direction from just the shape of the icon.
Oh, I thought you showed us before that you can see the other aircraft in front of you with your flight number.
60 miles southeast of
It's not a flight number, it's the airline.
Connector shows
flight
variation
number,
connector.
So I'm wondering whether
lost,
ProSim has that.
I connect again, I
and all the
lost,
text
connect
information
again.
that comes up on the left of
Yeah,
the
are you running X-plane calls for
PFD.
chance?
Just to see whether they have the same kind of
Delta 961.
software integration like your
Delta
Sim-Avionics.
951, just curious, are you running
Oh, yeah.
Microsoft Flight Simulator or
So
X-plane?
so far you can get like on mine you can get the flight number, the mic that you're tuned to. You're supposed to be able to get the frequency, the transponder code, SeaCal, TELCal,
Okay, maintain max
Cell phone.
135,
Yeah, and then
level
tail number,
350, sir. Next
UTC,
position,
date,
8,
elapsed
Kilo
time,
Alpha Tango
and then you can
Sierra.
also load
That's not what I'm
the
asking
flight,
you.
flight
What's
plan
your
basics,
simulator? Like, what's your flight simulator?
the
What are you
weights
using?
and packs in the info section in the black
Okay,
space.
2004, sir.
Yeah.
2004.
Now you're getting me excited.
Okay, I know the network was
That is
having
completely
issues with, like,
customizable
anybody, like, if
dependent
your
on
frame rate
airline, so
dropped below a
it was just a
certain
matter
frame
of
rate,
how much
that it would kick you off the network.
ProSim has
It's
customized
like
it.
going too well, if that makes any sense. I don't know if Flight Sim 2004 is affected by that, but
Yeah.
definitely
Anyway,
possible.
one thing is,
That
last
could
night
be
I
the
started
reason
going
why
on the
it's
ProSim forums, and I
included
saw
from
some
that
people on the 737 MAX part of the
I'm
forum.
sorry, so
They
you
said,
found
one
a
guy said
failure,
that
okay?
he's just switched over from
Big,
this normal 738 to the
One by
MAX,
one, please.
and he says all these other
Okay, I'll
things
send you a
still
private
work
message so it
and
makes
all that.
sense.
So
Okay,
I'm now
one by
going
one.
to pose a question to ProSim themselves. Can I transfer a license later on once I get the ProSim to the MAX? Can I transfer a license from a
364 Minneapolis
338
Center,
to
good evening, radar contact, give me one
the
second.
MAX? Whether there's any cost involved, or do I have to buy the full license again for the MAX? Because if that's the case, then I can even try to sell my license to somebody else if they want a ProSim license. I'm pretty sure that people out there who want a license for cheaper.
Yeah, I doubt they would do it for free, but maybe for a nominal upgrade cost, they might.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. A small cost to upgrade it, transfer the license. Because somebody did say you could do that. So just want to see whether they can do that. And then, yeah, cool. I don't mind paying a few $100 only instead of 1,000. How much is it now? 1,003, 1,004?
It's probably about that. I think I paid something like that, like 1,002, 1,003, but I think it was Canadian.
Minneapolis Center, FedEx
Yeah.
3072
That's
with
why
you, flight
I
level
was going
350
to
just
try
south
to
of
say
Ainsworth,
maybe I should
COR.
try Sim-Avionics, but then after you told me something that I said, oh, I realized they don't support 2020, so forget that.
Right.
FedEx
The only thing I like
3072,
about
Minneapolis Center, good
Sim-Avionics
evening,
is that it
guidance.
integrates all the RAS, everything into it, you know.
I tried it.
Cabin crew and all that is all integrated. That's the good thing about
That's
it. But,
364, position text UR,
if
radar
there's no
contact, welcome
2020,
aboard.
then forget it.
Thank you very much for the
Yeah, I know. I hear you as well. I haven't pressed them on that, but I think I'm going to start asking.
That's 364, which altitude do you want?
That will be climbing from 35 to 370.
That's 364,
Yeah,
Roger,
once
when
I
you're
get
ready,
the,
maintain level 370.
my MIP and then I set it all up because ProSim has a trial period of one month, so you can make a request to them to try the ProSim software and just see whether it works, and then after that just ask about when can I transfer the license.
Yeah, but you only want to do that when you're ready for it, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Once I get it, set it all up, get things working, and then only try the software.
And then if somebody wants to come over and look at your Jet Max,
Dub 4960, contact Minneapolis approach on 135.47, 3547, good night.
3547, good night, that's 4960, thank you very much.
FedEx 3072, radar contact approximately 50 miles west of O'Neill, level 350, welcome aboard.
Roger, radar contact, FedEx 3072.
Control Delta 951, I sent you a message.
Central aircraft at Minneapolis Center is going to be right back out of Flightdeck.
Okay, so let's take a look at the runway for arrivals. Airport, it's 11,120 foot airport. Oh, that's not something I want now. The aircraft weight is going to be in pounds. Pounds, and it's going to be this is aircraft weight, so this is the total weight. We had it as landing weight is going to be 152.8.
Civil aircraft Minneapolis Center is back.
152.
Flair 838, you're leaving the airspace to the east-southeast. Cleveland's offline. Register to terminate 6 through. Have a good one.
Okay, switching over to Unicom, Flair 838, thanks for your service. Okay, I'm over to Unicom. Unicom traffic. Okay, so that was landing weight is 145.3, so we'll make it 146.
PC or on your phone?
On my phone.
Okay.
Well, congratulations on your purchase, Chris.
Yeah, what a coincidence of, after we talk about the other one, somebody selling that whole system. And this one just popped up, and I looked at it and I said, well, maybe I might go for it, So I just tried it out, let's see, and then contacted the guy, and wonderful. Yeah. I had a long chat with him. I was almost an hour on the messenger chat with him, talking about all things. And like I told Paul just now, coincidentally, he knows the guy, obviously the guy who passed away, and the guy who passed away knows Greg, or Greg knows him, because he came to Greg's house one day to stay over.
Right, was his name Richard Jellyman?
Jellyman, yeah.
Yeah, I recall that name, 10 years ago when I used to do VATSIM flying. Richard Jellyman was always online.
Ah, okay, because
So he did a lot of VATSIM flying.
Yes, he does, because he's got a nice setup as well. He's got a full cockpit, and he's got 3 projectors, and using Fly Elite software, he said. And he sent me a short video of his cockpit, so I was like, wow, nice. But he's been on for a long time, and he's actually a cop in Auckland.
Right.
And a volunteer firefighter.
It's a shame, because I was hoping to get over to Auckland next week, because my cousin's getting married. It's a last minute wedding. Anyway, I'm working next week for Life Flight, so I can't get over there. But if I had been over there, I could have brought your system back for you.
No, but the system is in Brisbane.
Okay, so.
Oh, Brisbane. Okay, I thought it was in Auckland.
Yeah, Frank, the guy who passed away, Frank.
So runway
he's in Brisbane, and so he's doing it as a favor to the wife of this guy, Frank, to try to sell off all this thing. And it's been a long time. He had it on Australian Builders Group for a long time. So he says he's just now getting to the point where, okay, if nobody in Australia or New Zealand wants it, he'll open it up to the world for purchase.
6. So
did you say the pedestal's been sold? Is it?
Yeah,
7,400.
I told him when I first contacted him is that I'm interested to buy the whole lot,
we need
and
auto brakes too.
if there's a kind of bring down the price a little bit. I'm interested in the whole lot. And he says, that's just a shame, because someone is already coming over on this weekend to have a look at the overheads and the pedestal, because that guy
should be able to
actually
stop
bought
at
a
H4.
a
Again,
brand
I'm
new
using
Sysmo
second detent
MIP. So now it's
on
time to
my
complement
reverse.
it with the
See if
overhead
that
and the
works.
pedestal. So
Yeah.
it's already been promised to him, and I said, okay, no worries. I'm just putting dibs on the MIP now. If you want, I'll give you a small deposit so that you can secure it for me. He said, no,
I need
don't worry
light
about it.
again.
I'll put it up for you now. So basically
Yeah,
the
that's
MIP
not
is
it.
yours. And then I just have to figure out how to
That's
send
it.
it down from Brisbane to Melbourne.
No?
Yeah, you're gonna drive up and collect it, or just get it frozen down?
That's the thing. Driving up there will take me almost a day and a half to 2 days.
Yeah, it'll take you. Yeah, it'll take
2 days for sure. But
took me 4 days to drive up to Townsville.
oh, jeez.
Yeah, Brisbane's about halfway to Townsville.
Yeah, I know.
From Melbourne.
Yeah. So, but Greg told me, hey, I'm happy. I'm going to help you put it on my trailer or something, or because he thought it's the whole lot, the overheads, pedestal, but now it's only the mid.
Right,
You
we
don't
just
need
gotta
the
be
trailer.
ready for.
I mean, he's got a what do you call it?
Gotta be ready for Toronto Center. So what
same
is
goes for me.
frequency
I
is that?
can easily put the MIP into my car because it's a 7-seater. My
Yeah.
SUV, yeah. So we'll see how it goes. And I mean, I did it last time when I drove up to Canberra, but Canberra is only 6 hours, so that was no big deal. Just a weekend and come back.
Yeah.
But going to Brisbane, got to plan it. It's a longer trip, 4 days or something.
125,775.
When I drove up to Townsville when I moved up here, I remember I did Melbourne to Dubbo the first day. That was a long day. It's like 12 hours of driving.
Yeah, it's the long. You've got to stop halfway somewhere.
Yeah.
Make somewhere.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see if there's a shipping freight people or something that can, they bring it down from. I used somebody before to bring all my stuff from Brisbane to Melbourne. All my household stuff. I might try and contact them and see if they can do this. Pack it up nicely so that it doesn't get destroyed.
Yeah, make sure there's good foam all around it and open it up around.
Yeah. Correct.
Oh, there's even an approach 3.
Yeah, but you know what? In the end, I was doing a little bit of research with others. Terry Thomas as well. You know Terry, right?
No, who's Terry?
Terry's one of the guys here in Melbourne. He's also got a full-blown sim, complete with galleys and even a business class seats and all that. I went to his house before from a small place that's inside his room. Now he's got it in his garage. Full blown with 3 monitors, shell, everything.
Wow.
Yeah, he's done it really big. So I'm just. He said no. He's used this more before, so he says it's very easy. It's a good product, easy to set up. So he said, "I'll come over and help us." So I got a lot of help here now in Melbourne now.
Are you going to use the Pro Sim-Avionics or the Jet?
My Pro Sim 738. So I'm going to stick on to ProSim and going to ask ProSim if I can transfer with a small fee from the normal 738 Max 738 to the 73 Max. If there's a small fee involved, or can they do a transfer? I was looking in the ProSim forum, and some guy said, yeah, they managed to switch over and everything is good, but whether they paid extra or not, I'm not sure. So we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, if I have to pay for the full one, I'll sell my ProSim 738 license to somebody.
Yeah, that's how I got the ProSim. I just had a license transfer. So I got my system from a bloke down in, I think it was Launceston. He had he actually ran it as a commercial operation, like a flight experience. And he was upgrading his system, so I bought his old system.
Okay.
Yeah, and he told me told me that's when I first heard about ProSim versus the Sim-Avionics, and he said, yeah, go for ProSim. It costs more, but it's
let's add 5
a lot
to that.
more sort of.
Weight is going to be 157.
There's more updates and there's more help and all those issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, little, a little
like
faster.
I said, from having to spend $12,000,
Sorry,
I'm
no.
now just going to spend $4,000 and integrate it with my existing
It's gonna
overhead
be
pedestal.
Yeah.
145.
Well, a lot of the stuff is changeable, isn't it? Between the 800 and the max.
Yeah.
Pull off you.
In fact, what's his name? Greg told me, if you buy the whole lot, he's interested to take the overhead as well. I said, well, the only problem was the pedestal didn't have the audio
Next
select panel.
constraint
Yeah.
is going to be
So you had to purchase it. But the thing is with Sysmo, you just buy the panel module,
like
and it just
15,000.
clicks in to the base
That's what we should dial in.
circuitry board. It just clicks in.
Yeah, I saw the video that Richard did on the pedestal. Yeah, it's quite clever, isn't it? I know, somehow I think having a flexible cable would have been a bit easier, but I get the ease where you just push it in, screw down the D's up,
that's it.
screws, and you're done.
Problem
Yeah.
134.47 Aircon 147. 124.47, 2447. 124.47 Aircon 143 afternoon.
So we're gonna check in with
1 Tango Charlie, descend 17,000, turn on altimeter 3040. 17,000, 30.0.
The MIP that's being sold doesn't have a top flashy cockpit. But Greg said he might be able to help me. He's got bits and pieces that he has to make it a flashy cover. But I don't know what I'll do with it. Because if I start robbing stuff from it, then it becomes not usable. Except for the MIP, except for the MCP and the Captain's EFIS. They'll be great.
Yeah. So when do you think you'll get it shipped down?
I don't know. I'm gonna start because I told that Richard Gelliman, I said maybe I'll try and make a trip down, fly down just to have a look at it. If I get cheap tickets on Qantas or Jetstar, so maybe I'll just make a weekend of it, fly down, have a look, and see what it looks like, and then try to figure out about how to pack it and get a shipper to pack it all up.
Yeah, just knock up a crate and get some foam and.
Yep.
It's funny because we've got this door that we don't use that goes outside, and the weather's got to it and it's rotted all the bottom, and the dogs love to chew the bottom of it because it's all mould.
Catch you later.
Happy flying.
Over to arrival 150.8 Delta, correction, United 9
Side 57, turn right direct, 808, start at 17,000, turn off another 204. Alright, Ling.
I boxed everything up.
Hey guys, I'm gonna mute you guys out because it's getting busy at Toronto Control.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, I'll catch you later.
Happy flying.
Thanks.
So, anyway,
okay.
Air Canada 462, descent to 8,000, altimeter 3034, expect runway 360. Thank you.
All right. Sorry, guys. Having a good conversation with some buddies. Like we are over Lake Michigan, or just about to get into Lake Michigan, and shortly afterwards we should be handed over to Toronto Center.
And we're unable to RNAV Yankee. We get the ILS 23 Celestial 137.
Let's go for 47, in case you're unable, you have to see the ILS currently, 23, like ready,
23 and run ready, fly on 280, West 137.
Tango Charlie, descend of 1,000. Yeah, 1,000, another connection.
Well, we can just go ahead and start descending.
Toronto Center today, Western 22, 3000 for 4,000.
And it would be
Western 22,
15,000 feet.
Flight level 162. Correction,
This is 2K, climb level 160 over.
Western 22, correction, 516, 50 pounds, Ottawa.
160 over Western 22.
Toronto Center, Porter 2388, flight level 230.
Porter 2388, Toronto Center, block ident.
Ident 2388.
Waypoint. Alright, couple aircraft at once there. Giant 332 Heavy, Toronto Center, block ident.
So we are on the
You flight 227 Heavy, Toronto
Uber
Center,
6 arrival.
Block ident, flight. Canada 462, unfortunately Montreal Center is offline. Failed service terminated. This unit L 122.8. Contact Ottawa Tower when you're south on
Contact Ottawa Tower when established on final. Air Canada 462. Have a good night. Thank you.
Giant 57, speed 250 or less.
250 or less, 57 Heavy.
1 Tango Charlie, contact arrival 132.8 tonight. And Giant 57 descent 1,000.
1,000, John, 57 Heavy.
Western 177, when ready to descend 1,000.
Slow down to speed from Giant aircraft.
And Center Western 147,
ready to descend 1,000.
Block.
WestJet 147, when ready to descend 1,000. Final altimeter 3040.
1,000, Western 147.
Giant 332 Heavy, Toronto Center, identified, descending to flight level 256. Toronto information X-ray, expect runway 24 right. Descend 17,000, final altimeter 3040.
They have X-ray descending 17,000 and Joey possibly runway 23 for Giant 332.
Right. You have the up, you can plan runway 23.
Thank you, sir. Planning runway 23, Giant 332.
Toronto Center, Flair 838 is descending through flight level 34.
Delta, expect runway 26. Descend.
Alright, runway 26, we have Delta. We'll start descending 1,000, Porter 2388.
Flair 838 identified, descending to flight level 316. Toronto information X-ray, expect runway 4 right. Descend flight level 240.
Descend flight level 240, and can we request runway 23?
Flair 838, you can make that request with arrival.
Okay, roger. We'll make that request with arrivals. Flair 838.
Toronto Center, good evening. Air Canada 2842 is on the ground at Sault Ste. Marie, requesting IFR to Pearson, please. We've got the weather.
Air Canada 2842, Toronto Center, roger, stand by for clearance. It's going to be at least 5 minutes.
Copy that.
Toronto, good evening, United 504, flight level 350, about 50 miles west of London.
United 504.
Okay, descent checklist.
Ident, United 504.
Pressurization landing altitude has been set. Recall. Check.
1,000.
Auto brake has been set to 2.
You fly 227 heavy.
Landing VRAP flaps 3146. And the approach briefing, we can do that now. So we're on the Uber 6 arrival. And basically the first waypoint with a restriction on it is Rockto, and we have to be between 15,000 and 11,000 feet. And he's given me only down to flight level 240 right now. And then we're going to circle basically around, there's some more restrictions here, Manup, we've got 220 knots and 8,000 or above.
132.8, Delta 410, thank you, good night.
It's 210 knots and at 6,000. at 6,000. So it
United
should be
504, identified flight level 350,
taxi.
information X-ray, expect runway 24 right, descent flight level 24.
Taxi, yeah, at 6,000. Right?
We have X-ray descent.
And then eventually we'll have at Saturn, we'll get vectors. So we can expect vectors to intercept ILS runway 23. We still need to get confirmation from arrivals that we can use 23. That's what I'm hoping won't be a problem. And then
Canada 2842, then.
the actual approach and the frequencies, double check that, 111.5,
Local,
111.5 on
Canada
both
2042,
sides,
thanks.
and 237 is the course. So I think we are set for the arrivals now.
Walk right in. JetBlue 1303. Quarter 2388, fly heading 1, quarter 20, correction, dashboard 2388, fly heading 100, back to the traffic.
Right heading 100 vectors for traffic quarter 2388.
JetBlue 1503, identified flight level 340, welcome.
Center Flair 838 is level at 240. Can we request lower?
Giant 332 heavy, contact arrivals 132.8 today.
Arrivals 132.8, Gen 332
Flair 838, descend 1000, funnel up there 3040.
Okay, 3040, and what was the altitude? Is it 1? Sorry.
Altimeter 3040.
Okay, and what's the altitude you gave me?
My apologies, Flair 838 descend to 11,000.
11,000, Flair 838.
Center, good evening, FedEx 375 Heavy with you, 29.7 for flight level 310.
FedEx 375 Heavy, Toronto Center, squawk guide in.
Toronto Center, United 275 with you, flight level 370, about 50 miles west of London.
So this is
FedEx 375 Heavy, identified flight level 300. Toronto information X-ray, expect runway 23. When ready, descend flight level 240.
Okay, when ready, descend 240, and can we get the ILS for 24 right?
QNH.
FedEx 375, yeah, we can give you 2.
Turn left direct to Caxall.
26 via OMTEX.
Sure thing, we can do localizer report from the...
Alright, check, thanks, you can expect that. United 504, descend 1000, Toronto altimeter 3040.
1000, 3040, United 504.
United 275, you're identified flight level 370. Turn left, heading 360, back to the traffic.
Left 360, United 275.
Okay. So,
Toronto Center, good evening, Primary 4211 with you, fastening 26.3 for 8,000 on the link 3 arrival.
Primary 4211 Heavy, Toronto Center, squawk guide in.
We'll squawk guide in, Primary 4211 Heavy.
You fly 227, contact arrivals 132.8 today.
132.8, you fly 227.
Dashboard 2388, left turn direct larder. Dashboard 2388, Toronto Center.
Sorry, 2388, go ahead.
Dashboard 2388, left turn direct larder. Lima, Alpha, Romeo, Delta, Romeo.
Alright, left direct to larder, quarter 2388.
Primary 4211 Heavy, you're identified, descending to flight level 30. Toronto information X-ray, expect runway 23, descend 1000. Flair 838, Toronto Center, are you still here?
Yep, I'm still with you.
Flair 838, contact arrivals 132.8 today.
132.8. Flair 838, good day.
Westjet 147, contact arrivals 132.8.
Arrivals, good day. Flair 838 is with you on the Nuber 6 arrival.
Pass 52, contact arrivals 124.47.
24.47.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you store any electronic devices during our safety talk today. The use of such devices could interfere with the electronic
Can I request runway 23?
In final preparation for landing, please.
Which transition?
I'm 7,000 right now.
Worko. Is it?
Alpha Hotel Delta, contact arrivals 124.47.
124.
You flight 227 to 106,000. 106,000, you fly 7? United 2784, climb flight level 230.
230.
Air Canada 492, climb flight level 230.
230, right?
Should be Mango, right?
United 2784, contact center 125.77.
Over to center, we'll do it.
So, K3, confirm you're on the ILS approach procedure for runway 24 right.
I think is, can you confirm my next waypoint should be man up?
So, K38, turn right, heading 090.
Right 090, Flair 838.
Flair 838, descend 6,000, speed 210.
Okay, 6,210, Flair 838.
Budget 147, descend 6,000.
Motion 147.
Budget 147, to figure just maintain 8,000.
8,000, motion 147.
Give it to me.
Toronto, approach, good evening, Prime Air 4211 with you, flight level 12,000 for 11,000.
4211, Toronto, good evening, runway 23, altimeter 3040, X-ray is current, descend 8,000.
We're going down to 8,000 at this time,
Bearing
Prime Air 4211, 23.
109.
Budget 147, contact arrivals 124.47.
Arrival 2447, motion 147.
This is what happens when they don't want to give you the runway that you're asking for. So, it is what it is.
Clear 838, arrivals 124.47.
124.47, Flair 838. You descending through 8,000 feet for 6,000. arrivals, Flair 838 is with you, descending through 7,700 for 6,000.
Ground 332, keep horizon heading 210, clear for the runway 23 approach.
Heading 210, clear the ILS 23, giant 332.
You fly 227, turn left heading 330, descend 4,000. Air 838, turn arrival, fly heading 060, descend 4,000.
060, descend 4,000, Flair 838.
Ground 332, if you overshoot, right turn 270, rejoin.
Roger that, 270 to rejoin, giant 332.
Was it 147, right turn heading 090?
090, 147.
Alright, I'm just going to get vectors now.
You fly 227, 6,000, direct to Daphne.
So moral of the story, they won't always give you what you ask for, and then so you should be prepared to get what they give you.
You fly 227, turn arrival, turn left heading 330, descend 5,000.
5,000, you fly 227 heavy.
Sure, 147, descend 3,000.
3,000, 147.
You fly 227, fly heading 330.
Flying heading 330, you fly 227.
838, turn left heading 360.
Left 360, Flair 838.
Line 332, speed 170 until on talk at on talk tower 187.
170 till on talk, at on talk tower 187, giant 332.
Slow down a bit more.
You fly 227, reduce speed 190.
190, you fly
which circle is that?
Okay, 147, turn right heading 20, join the 24 right localizer.
270 and 24 right.
Slotting me in there.
Localizer, you fly 227 heavy.
Oscar 147, you're going to make it fly heading 150, maintain 5,000.
150, 5,000, 140.
Alpha Hotel Delta, right hand heading 150, descend 4,000.
Right 150, 4,000.
838, left hand heading 270, clear for the left runway 24, right approach.
Left 270 and clear for the ILS 24 left approach, Flair 838.
You fly 227, descend 4,000.
4,000, you fly 227 heavy.
Lights on. Flaps 5 is what we should have.
You fly 227, reduce speed 170.
170, you fly 27 heavy.
Approach mode is set. Okay.
Budget 147, make a left and left all the way to heading 330.
Towers
330, watch 147, and I didn't catch the rest.
Watch 147, it's a left turn 330.
Left 330, watch 147.
838, that's Noah Tower 187.
Okay, over to Tower Flair 838. Thank you.
Flair 838, just keep the speed up 170 until Nova.
Okay, 170 until NOAA, Flair 838.
Alpha Hotel Delta, descend 4,000.
Toronto Tower, FedEx 143, radio check.
FedEx 143, Toronto Tower, here you go.
Tower Flair 838 with you on the ILS for 24 left.
Flair 838 Toronto Tower, the wind 270, clear to land runway 24 right.
Clear to land 24 right, Flair 838.
Giant 332, welcome to Toronto, exit left 180, ground 12165 up there.
Exiting left now and over to ground, Giant 332.
Flaps 15.
Yeah.
Now we have to remember if we're going to make a right hand exit.
Okay, 719, sliding 245, the wind 2707, cleared for takeoff, runway 23.
146,
245,
151.
takeoff 23, Canada 719.
151, lights on. Okay, landing checklist. Engine start switches to continuous, speed brakes armed. And landing gear down and green. And flaps green and set. Landing checklist completed. Passing 1000 radio altimeter. Let's get the airport view here. And daylight, please. Yeah, we're gonna. So this is 24 right. So
approaching.
We just want to vacate whenever we can.
Right.
Okay, autopilot disengage.
On localizer for 24 right, you flight 7 heavy.
Flight 227 heavy, Toronto Tower, hello, your number 24 right.
Continue on 24 right.
Approaching minimum.
Good, heavy.
Air 719, contact arrival 132, right there.
152, I think it's the 9 Canada 7.
Landing.
200.
Auto throttle disconnect. Oh.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Reverses. Second to 10. Manual braking.
Flair 838, welcome to Toronto, exit right, no delay, contact ground 12165.
Ladies and gentlemen,
12165,
it will take the captain a few
Flair
moments to
838,
taxi
good
to the gate, and we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off and the aircraft comes to a complete stop at the gate. That will be the only indication that it is safe to get up and move about the cabin. We also ask that you keep the aisle clear of any hand luggage. This is the termination of our flight, so we ask that you check the seatbelt pockets and overhead lockers for any articles you may have brought with you. Extra care should be taken when opening overhead lockers, as some items may have shifted during our flight. On behalf of the captain and his crew, we would like to thank you for flying with us and wish you all a pleasant stay. Thank you.
Ground, good day. Flair 838 is holding at Delta 4.
Flair 838, Toronto ground, hello, taxi to parking. Actually, do you get first 9?
Alpha 3.
Okay, Flair 838, taxi to parking via Delta, Echo, hold short, Echo Bravo.
Okay, Delta, Echo, hold short, Echo Bravo to the apron, Flair 838.
Ground United 29, holding short 06 left on Charlie 5. At 229, sorry, contact tower 118.7, good night.
So
oh,
Delta.
tower 118.7, good night, United 229. Tower.
What was I supposed to turn there? So he said Delta and then Echo. So they had to vector me because I messed up on my switching to 2-4 right. They wouldn't give me 2-3. I guess you have to be prepared. Anyway, at least I was able to quickly switch to 2-4 right approach, even if I didn't have the right arrivals. Okay, so this is Delta now, and we want Echo next. So where the heck is Echo?
Air Canada 610, contact tower 118.7, how can I?
Ground, hello, Ground Rouge 1901, short Alpha Kilo.
Rouge 1901, hello, runway 23, altimeter 3039, taxi Alpha Kilo, Alpha Hotel.
Hold short, Charlie
Alpha Kilo, Alpha Hotel, Rouge 1901.
And Flair 838, you can continue taxi Echo Romeo Alpha Tango. Correction, Echo Romeo, hold short Alpha Tango, cross runway 33 right.
Okay, cross runway 33 right. Echo, hold short Echo Tango, Flair 838.
Flight 30 doesn't pass Echo, that's fine. Continue taxi straight ahead, cross 33 right, take your second left Alpha. Hold taxi Alpha, hold short Alpha Tango.
Okay, take Alpha and then hold short Alpha Tango, Flair 838. Crossing the runway with the blinkers on.
Okay,
it should be this one.
Alpha Hotel Delta, taxi parking via Papa Juliet Kilo, have a good night.
Papa Juliet Kilo, thank you.
Shoot, did I miss it? Oh God.
Flair 838, hold your position.
Yeah, I missed the turning. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. You can hold your position. Contact Toronto apron 122.27.
122.27. Flair 838. Good day.
Ground hello, United 504 is off on Charlie 2, stand 251.
United.
Apron Flair 838 is with you on Delta Papa, and I'm looking for a map to Alpha Kilo parking. Okay, APU on the bus. What's the apron? Apron Flair 838. What did 122.27. Okay, it's 275.
Air Canada 125, we have Yankee, Pacific Florida Vic.
Air Canada 420 Toronto apron, hello, taxi lane 10, hold short Delta Romeo.
Toronto apron Flair 838 is with you, holding at Delta Papa, looking for parking bay Alpha 3.
Flair 838 on apron. Hello, taxi Delta Papa through the apron. Hold short Alpha Kilo.
Okay, taxi through the apron and hold short Alpha Kilo, Flair 838.
Delta Romeo Kilo 250. If I haven't already, contact you on the ground at 121.65.
1165, Delta Romeo.
Toronto apron for Air Canada 991, ready for mission, sir.
Okay, so 991 Toronto apron. Sorry, you came in a bit quiet there.
Traffic.
Toronto apron 991 is ready for push to start.
Okay, 991 push to start is approved. Apron edge tail south.
Push to start approved to the apron south and tail south for 991.
Treasure apron, can you repeat the taxi terms for the Canada 420?
Yeah, unfortunately, you have taxi lane 10, hold short Delta Romeo.
Line 10, hold short Delta Romeo, the Canada 420.
Look at these aircraft here. So we're going to hold short Alpha Kilo.
Air Canada 420, contact Toronto ground 121.65, good day. Air Canada 420, contact Toronto ground 121.65, good day.
121, this is 45, the Air Canada 420, yeah.
Air Canada 420, just confirm 121.65.
I think that's what it is.
Apron, good evening, United 504 Charlie, short of Delta Tango, gate 251.
United around Canada 420, holding short,
Toronto apron, hello, taxi Delta Tango, lane 11, Echo to the gate, yeah.
Delta Tango, lane 11 Echo into the gate, United 504, yeah.
Yeah.
Apron Flair 838 holding at Alpha Kilo on the apron.
Flair 838, roger. Flair 838, continue taxi through the apron to the gates, yeah.
Okay, continue taxi via the apron to the gate, Flair 838, good day.
Traffic.
The weather off. You take the terrain off on that side. Well, that was a bit of an education. Don't always think that you're going to get what you asked for, and therefore you should be prepared with what you think they're going to give you to begin with, which is what they gave me. And although I was able to set up for the change in the ILS, the runway, no problem, but the arrivals, I got a bit confused as to what transitions to use, and then they ended up having to vector me for my ILS approach. So, just a lesson. If you think you know what you're going to get, you should prepare for what you think they might give you instead. Okay, coming up. Not this turn, but the next one. Okay, let's slow down. 10 knots inside an apron. So you're gonna pick the furthest turning. This splits up. You want to follow the furthest one. slow down. We got an American Airlines. So we want Alpha 3. That's Alpha 1. Oh, looks like somebody already took it. So let's take something else.
Colonel Avery, 991, ready for taxi. Echo 981, taxi, Aviation, for South of Rome.
Let's take Alpha 5.
Echo 6, we're trying to hello for clearance, contact on the ground 165.
Toronto ramp, Toronto 8 Bridge Rouge 892, stand 177, information Yankees, West Bush, start stand 177.
Rouge 1892, Toronto 8, hello, push started with Rouge 8 and tail west.
Tail facing west, push start approved for Rouge 1892.
And Toronto 8 very much, set 147, good
right
Alpha
there.
Tango, going gate 235.
Okay. APU bleed is on, so we can shut down engines. And we parked at 137.
Motion 147, Toronto apron, hello, taxi through the apron, hold short off the kilo.
Taxi through the apron and
Lights
short
off.
of Alpha Kilo, West 147.
You are currently parked at the wrong parking position.
But we can change
Okay,
facility.
991, contact Toronto ground 121.65.
So this is
0.65 there, 991.
Alpha 5.
Toronto Apron, hello, United 250, looking to pick up Alpha clearance to Detroit with Yankee.
United 250 for clearance, contact Toronto ground 121.65.
121.65,
Okay, request deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
Deboarding requested. Tanks can get out of the seats. Okay, and just a beacon. Hey, you all still there? Okay. Something's up with my GSX, so we're not going to be able to offload our passengers right now, but that's fine. We're going to start closing up here. All the fuel pumps off. Let's get the ground power.
7, continue taxi, hold short Alpha Mike.
Continue taxi, hold short Alpha Mike, West 147.
Ground power is available. Ground power on. Okay, ground power on. It's off. Premier off. open. We can shut off the APU now.
Toronto apron, United 275, holding short, Delta Tango.
United 275, Toronto apron, hello, where are you parking?
I was going to park down Delta Tango, like the 247.
Let's try to reset this parking position.
United 275, roger, taxi Delta Tango, lane 11, echo to the apron.
Delta Tango, lane 11 to the apron, United 275.
He's jammed. Okay, folks. So we've got the 179 passengers safely on the ground from Minneapolis, St. Paul. Just that lessons learned there is that even though I have in the past requested a different runway than the default, I should be prepared like today where they didn't approve my use of the different runway, and then I had to set up for the other one, and I had problems on configuring the arrival. But other than that, we made it. The GSX is acting up, so we'll just end the stream here. Anyway, until the next one. And what is the next one? It'll be tomorrow sometime. I'm not sure. What day is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Friday. Yeah, I'm not sure what it will be at. And for sure, the next day we'll do one.
Here to
anyway,
that's
ciao for
okay.
now.